Welcome back, people, to some more Battlefield 4. It's early in the morning where I'm at, and as you can see, I have to change my classes again. But what I've done to help soften this procedure is I'll go on the website Battlelog, do my classes there, apply it, and at least they're all set up for me when I initially load Battlefield on the Xbox One. But it's still, for me, if I switch map packs or I switch game modes, they get erased, or half of them get erased, and it can mix up which class gets erased, and I have to redo the class setups. So a little annoying there, Battlefield. This whole video is going to be, I didn't get on a what do you call it, kill streak. It was 1 kill, 1 death, 1 kill, 1 death, or as you'll see here, it'll be an epic fail and a revenge. And then I don't know how long my story is going to be that I'm going to tell you. So at the end of this, it's going to be me chasing down a tank. And the reason I chase down the tank is to keep their tank busy, because he's nowhere near the objective. It's like, okay, we'll be over here playing. You won't be able to capture objectives, and you'll see by the score who wins, because you're not concentrating on the objectives. So anyway, my story. As most of you know, I'm an irrigation tech. I do a lot of irrigation business and whatnot, and I picked up a new client. Speaking of picking up new clients, though, it's the last 3 years, I've lost the same amount of clients as I've gained. So the business is not growing, which is not good. It hasn't grown. So I'm at this new client's house, so I'm not familiar with the irrigation system. These poor people just bought the house 2 months earlier, so they don't know anything either. So the wife and myself tear apart the basement trying to find the shutoff valve for the irrigation system. We can't find it. There's an access panel. I break open the access panel, and all it is the house shutoff, not the irrigation shutoff. And it's got to be somewhere. And the basement was recently done, so I'm thinking that someone walled over the valve, which I have seen that. Okay? Well, she emails the previous homeowner. I leave because there's nothing I can do for her. She emails the previous homeowner, and he says, he emails back, and this is his description. He says the irrigation shutoff is near the house shutoff. That was his description. Okay, so I show up to this house a second time. Near the house shutoff, I open up the access panel, I stick my head in the wall, nothing up the pipe, nothing down the pipe, absolutely nothing. And I check that wall again, I don't see anything. And I do another quick tour of the basement just to make sure maybe I missed something the first time. Can't find it. So I at least cover the backflow, because now we've got a storm rolling in at this point in time, and that thing's going to freeze, and there's nothing I can do. I don't know how I can't turn the water off. Don't know where it's at. So she emails the homeowner again. Now here's the second email that we get back. Keep in mind, I've already been to the house twice. This is the second email we get back. When you go down to the basement and look against the west wall, you'll see a large access panel. That is where the house shutoff is. Great, we know that. If you follow that wall south, the wall will jaunt back a foot west. On that jaunt is an air vent. That air vent is false. The water shutoff for the irrigation system is in that false air vent, and there's a hose in there and a bucket in there and whatnot that you need. Now, people, why in the world would you not tell us that in your first email instead of just saying it's near the house shutoff? Why, as myself an irrigation tech, why in the world would I think the air vent is false? Why would I think that? I'm not a home builder. I mean, now that I know that, 2020's hindsight, so yeah, it kind of makes sense the way the wall's designed. But initially, I don't think that way. But my point is, why were you not that descriptive the first time and save myself another trip out there, and I could have gotten the irrigation system blown out before the storm, but now the storm has happened, and the house didn't get done, and there's no point because the pipes are already frozen. So anyway, that is my story from the field. I hope some of you contractors and whatnot thought that was a little entertaining. I was annoyed, But, you know, it is what it is. So, alrighty, people, my video's over. I think I'm going to get this tank and someone shoots me in the back. That's how this whole thing went, as you saw. Alrighty, people, thank you very much for listening. And remember, folks, play hard. You have probably earned it. And we win victoriously. Goodbye.